Welcome to the Nexgrill model 7200896GA assembly video. Before we begin, reference your owner's manual to make sure all of your grill's parts are accounted for. Note that you'll also need a Phillips head screwdriver to complete the assembly. If you have any questions or concerns during the assembly process, please call the customer service line on your screen. Let's do this. We'll start by attaching the 4 casters to the bottom panel. On this grill, you should have 2 stationary casters, 1 swivel caster, and 1 swivel caster with a brake. With the bottom panel flipped upside down, the 2 stationary casters should be positioned on the right side of the panel, while the swivel caster with a brake should be positioned on the bottom left corner. Secure each caster using 4 A-screws apiece. Once all 4 casters are secure, flip the bottom panel right side up and mount the door stop by loosening the 2 pre-assembled screws on the bottom panel, sliding the piece into place, and retightening the screws. Next, we'll attach the side panels. Start by loosening the 3 pre-assembled screws on the right side of the bottom panel, then slide the right side panel into place. Once in place, retighten the pre-assembled screws. Repeat these same steps for the left side panel. Next, attach the rear panel by loosening the 2 pre-assembled screws at the bottom of each side panel. After that, slide the rear panel into place, retighten the 4 pre-assembled screws on each panel, and secure the rear panel to the bottom panel using 1 A-screw. Next, attach the cart frame to the front end of your grill using 4 A-screws, 2 on each side panel. Then mount your 2 door hinge fixed plates on the front of the cart frame using 4 B-screws, 2 for each side. Next, attach triangle brackets to all 4 corners of the front end of your cart. Beginning with the bottom left corner, loosen the 4 pre-assembled screws, slide the bracket into place, then retighten the screws. Moving diagonally, repeat these steps for the top right corner and the remaining 2 corners after that. With your cart in place, now it's time to affix the firebox assembly on top. This step requires 2 people. Carefully lift the firebox assembly and place it on top of the cart, making sure the hose and pulse igniter module remain on the outside. Once in place, secure the firebox assembly with 4 A-screws, 2 on each side of the firebox. Now we'll assemble your grill's doors. First, remove the 2 pre-assembled screws on each end of your door handle. Then, reinsert each screw from behind the door to mount the handle. Repeat these same steps for the second door. Once your doors are assembled, angle the left door into the cart bottom first, making sure the pin goes inside the bottom slot. Then press down the pin mechanism on top to click the door in place. Once your left door is in, repeat this step for the right door. Next, we'll mount the sear side burner bowl assembly on the left side of your grill. Start by loosening the 2 pre-assembled screws on the left side of your grill and completely removing the pre-assembled screw on the bottom left side of the control panel. After that, slide the sear burner bowl assembly into place like so, and secure using 3 A-screws and 3 C washers from the inside of the firebox. After that, retighten the pre-assembled screws underneath the assembly. Next, open the lid on the sear burner assembly and remove the pre-assembled screws. Then lift the sear burner from its assembly. Next, loosen the pre-installed screws on the sear burner gas valve. Then carefully and firmly insert the valve through the sear burner control panel. Once inserted, retighten the pre-assembled screws and attach the red sear burner control knob. After that, slide the sear burner down into its assembly and over the tip of the main gas valve. And once set, reinstall the 2 pre-assembled screws into the top of the sear burner. Next, remove the pre-assembled screw inside your sear burner assembly closest to the knob. Then plug in the sear burner igniter wire, like so. Next, we'll assemble the side burner. Start by attaching the side burner plate to the rest of the assembly with 2 D screws and 2 E nuts, making sure the indention on the inner cutout of the plate faces the front of the grill as indicated here. To secure the plate, tilt the assembly on its side and tighten the E nuts to the bottom of the D screws. After that, we'll attach the side burner lid. To do so, insert the first rod into the holes in the back of the assembly, like so. Then insert the second rod's hook, slide on the lid, and insert the other end of the rod. To secure, attach 2 F pins like so. Now we'll mount your side burner bowl assembly to the right side of your grill. Start by loosening the 2 pre-assembled screws on the right side of your grill and completely removing the pre-assembled screw on the bottom right side of the control panel. After that, slide the side burner bowl assembly into place like so, and secure using 3 A-screws and 3 C washers from the inside of the firebox. After that, retighten the pre-assembled screws underneath the assembly. Next, we'll install the pulse igniter module by removing the cap and nut like so, then guiding the module through the hole in the control panel. Once in place, reinstall the nut and cap. Next, loosen the pre-installed screws on the side burner gas valve. Then carefully and firmly insert the valve through the side burner control panel. Once inserted, retighten the pre-assembled screws and attach the side burner control knob. Next, find the side burner and remove the 2 pre-assembled screws from the bottom. After that, slide the side burner down into its assembly and over the tip of the main gas valve. Once set, reinstall the 2 pre-assembled screws into the bottom of the side burner. After that, position the side burner igniter wire onto the needle protruding from the side burner assembly. Then plug in the side burner igniter wire, like so. Next, take your main grease tray and slide it into the back of the grill. Then from the front of the grill, insert the grease cup into the grease tray's cup holder. After that, attach the rotisserie burner wingard to the back of your firebox with 2 B screws. Next, insert the sear burner grease tray into the back of the sear burner, like so. Then set the sear and side burner cooking grids into place. Next, open the lid on your grill and put each flame tamer into place at the bottom of the main burner bowl, making sure the silver flame tamer goes on the far right. No screws are necessary to secure the flame tamers. On top of those will be the cooking grids. First, set the main grids into place, followed by the cooking grid ring and cooking grid insert. Note that the cooking grid tool should be used to remove the grids while they're still hot. After that, set the warming rack into place. And finally, unscrew the cap on the pulse igniter module, place a AA battery into the slot, negative end first, then push the cap back into place. Your Nexgrill DEluxe 5 burner is now assembled and ready to go. Now get out there and grill something different.